Secondly, I got a question, man. With the state of hip hop, the culture of hip hop, the realm that hip hop is in right now, if you could bring anything back, anything, anything back from the hip hop we all loved and enjoyed, what would it be? Make sure y'all leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all perspective on that question is. Because for me, my answer would be the love. I don't think the fans lost the love for hip hop at all, me included. But I don't think we enjoy the negative turn we seem to take. With that being said, why is the culture of hip hop so negative today? With social media, it's so easy for us to become something. If you get what I'm saying, we can be comedians, we can be independent artists, we can be self-ran labels, we can be our own entrepreneurs, we can be our own clothing lines, we can be our own a lot of things. And in today's world, we see so many people become successful because of social media. So as toxic as social media can be, I feel like it's important because without social media, a lot of people that's thriving because of social media probably wouldn't be striving today. And anytime I see people doing good, that's a good thing. And that's kind of leading into what I want to talk about far as Charleston White, because you know a lot of people built up a lot of dislike for Charleston White. He get a lot of backlash for what he say and what he do a lot of times. But he made a valid statement recently far as why he get criticized and judged so much about what he say and how he taunt rappers and the things he say and how he say it, how he dress it up, how he gives it to the public. And I kind of got to agree with him. And I want to know what you think about what he said as well. But in his words, it was like, how can you fault him for saying anything that he says when we hear those same things in rap music, if not worse? And I kind of got to agree with him with that because that's all we hear now in the genre of hip hop is negativity from all angles of the board, from crime to toxic relationships, women showing less value, just everything, right? And the artists don't get criticized as much as Charleston White seems to get criticized for anything he's vocal about. And it's kind of uneven when you put it on the scale. It don't weigh right because we got all these people over here that's becoming multimillionaires. You got some people that actually became billionaires off of the same method. The only difference between Charleston White and a rapper is they rapping about it. He talking about it. But because he talking about it, people receive it differently than how these rappers give it off because it's in a song. And in return, a lot of times when he say certain things about people and about certain things, he get attacked for it. Not only attacked for it, but then you have an abundance of rappers that try to bully him, that will try to bully him in hopes that he'll bite his tongue, renege on his opinion, the level of how critical he is when he respond or when he has any type of input or output on anything that he has a perspective on. It's almost like a form of bullying. But one thing about Charleston White, you can't bully people that have no fear. Now, Charleston White may say and do a lot of things, but one thing we haven't seen Charleston White do not one time yet was back down. Anytime somebody
tackle football, say, nigga, where I come from, we fight like this all the time. Yeah, but what, 3 against how many? And them niggas didn't land one punch. Man, them niggas were tackling. Pitch ass nigga. Them niggas let me tackle me and let me get right up and get the money. Them niggas let me get tackle and get the money, baby. No chain. I heard I got my chain snatched. I heard I got my chain snatched.
They wanted to cause a problem. I don't know about y'all, but to see this man go against and be disagreed with by everybody most of the time and still stand his ground, still never bite his tongue, still tell his truth regardless how critical his perspective may be or seem to other people, right? He still show up to his events. He still say what he want to say. He still go to all these podcasts. And yet when we see him in confrontation, we don't never see him back down. So now it's getting to the point where he embarrassing these rappers and everybody that disagree with him because now they want to be physical. He not running away from the confrontation. At the end of these altercations, he's still gonna speak his piece, and he come out these confrontations with no marks. So at the end of the day, it's all these street rappers, all these people that's extra tough after one man that ain't doing nothing but using his freedom of speech to be vocal about stuff that he see wrong or stuff that he may feel like he got a personal problem or personal issue. Everybody entitled to their own opinion. Okay, so recently we all seen what he had to go through at one of his last shows. He got into it with some people in the crowd. Long story short, we seen what happened. What I want to point out is the people that were with Charleston White. Now, you know Charleston White has an energy out there that comes back to him very often, right? So I feel, knowing that stuff like this could happen with this man, the people that's responsible for protecting him need to be a little bit more tighter, need to be a little bit more on guard, need to make sure that people ain't able to lay their hand on Charleston White. Now look at this real fast. What I want to point out is the people that were with Charleston White. Now, you know Charleston White has an energy out there that comes back to him very often, right? So I feel, knowing that stuff like this could happen with this man, the people that's responsible for protecting him need to be a little bit more tighter, need to be a little bit more on guard, need to make sure that people ain't able to lay their hand on Charleston White. Now look at this real fast. Now, if you pay attention to that video, you seen Dewberry come out the back, slide off the stage, stand next to the dude that he physically arguing with, right? The dude proceeds to climb on stage, Dewberry has to climb back on stage, slide back on stage, get up. Keep in mind, this is an old dude. This ain't no spring chicken. This a young dude. Once again, let me know what y'all think about what I'm finna say. My thoughts is when Dewberry come out the back when he see what's going on with Charleston White and the dudes in the crowd. When Dewberry slides off the stage, from that point on, either you deactivating the situation or you taking off in the situation. At no time should dude in the Lakers jersey been able to climb up on that stage. Even if he did climb up on that stage, you can clearly see as you got back on the stage, you let dude get past you. What type of security is that for real? Is that how you protect your friend? Honest opinion. I just want to know what y'all think. Is that a way to protect your friend? Or anybody for that matter, where you assigned to making sure this person is straight at the end of the day, right? We clearly saw Dewberry fail to do that. Dude got to Charleston White. Dude got on top of Charleston White. We don't know. It didn't physically look like no damage was done to Charleston White, but at the end of the day, he shouldn't have been able to get to Charleston White so easily. Is my whole point. If that's your job, why aren't you doing your job correctly? That's all I want to know. Because once you see the exchange of words, you should have been right there with Charleston White anyway. You don't see issues like that arise at a rap show and then the security come out late. They on top of it right then. And that's how y'all need to be for Charleston White. You already know it's a lot of people that dislike, disagree, built a hatred for Charleston White. So you have to watch over him a little bit more differently. Now, in that matter, would you agree with me or disagree? Now we got to get into this Crip Mac. We ain't gonna be too long on Crip Mac. We already know the status of Crip Mac. We know that he caught another gun case. We know that the U.S. Marshals went and picked him up. And we know that situation just landed him in the federal facility. Now, one thing I will say is this is where he's finna find out who his real friends is, where's real support at, etc. Because the feds is gonna be a little bit different than sitting at the county jail in Los Angeles. You know how to politic in there, you know the ropes of that. The feds is a little bit different. They're gonna send you all over the place. You're gonna be around a bunch of people you just don't know. You really got to, it's a little bit different. And Crip Mac don't got them all up top. Just look at the video.
Because we're going to check into the marshals. So down the street, from my appreciate First Street, and then you're going to go see a judge today, and they're going to more than likely. They're going to let me out today? More than likely. That's what I see. They're trying to switch it to a federal case? Yes. No. I think my head will be on the time of hearing. Yes. How would I know? They're trying to switch it to a federal case. They can let me go from there. Yes, sir. I'll come back and work. So give me the section.
In LA jails, he was comfortable being in that environment because he's kind of up. He don't got them all, so he's kind of institutionalized. Whereas he gonna have to adjust to this Fed system. Not only is he gonna have to adjust to this Fed system, Crip Mac may have officially ruined his YouTube run. This ain't no different from a rapper going to jail when you hot right now. That could kill your career. Whereas Crip Mac being this personality all over social media and on YouTube, especially, him going to jail and having to sit down for years at a point where he's sitting at a tier and has a platform like he has over social media and YouTube is going to rupture what he got going on. And Crip Mac is not smart enough to maintain these types of things while he's doing time. Keep in mind, we is talking about a person that's so caught up in trying to prove itself, still as a grown man, that he will take it to whatever extremity he has to prove that he with the gang. He down for the gang, etc. So I see Crip Mac going to the feds, and I see Crip Mac crashing out. I could see Crip Mac going to the feds, doing 5 years, turning 5 into 10, 10 to 15, 15 into 20, because they gonna call his number and he gonna crash out every time. Before I get up out of here, though, I honestly want to know what y'all think about the whole Crip Mac situation and Dewberry with Charleston. Do y'all think Dewberry held Charleston White down properly as being his security on the road? And now that Crip Mac is in the feds, facing up to 15 years, do y'all think this is the end of Crip Mac from 55555555555? Is this the end for him? Because I think so. Let me know what y'all think. Leave the comments in the comments section. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's time for that. Culture for the Streets, hosted by Mafia and Paint, man. Make sure y'all tune in, man. And once again, appreciate everybody for hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel to get us over 10K. Our newest goal is 20K, man. Help us get there, man. Help us build this platform to become one of the strongest, most influential, realest podcasts of the culture, man. And man, shout out to all the bloggers on YouTube. Tap in.